even when you're depressed and stressed, and you have your, you go to see a doctor or a counselor, talk to you. Most of the time, they will tell you that, don't use your social media. Just, just turn off all those noises that are coming from the outside and just, maybe meditate. They will tell you that, pray, listen to the inner voice, what it's trying to tell you, listen to God, what it's trying to tell you. And I feel like us as Africans and our people, if we reach to that point, the point of not following the trend. I always say this, that Swahili Nation, we are not following any trend, but we are the trend. We are going to create those trends. Exactly. We're going to show the way we are going. It's a vision, right? That if people are interested in this, we're not just going to do it because we're interested in that. We're going to do it because it's right time for us to do it, and because we are called to do that at that moment, right? And when you leave that, then you will see the impact. You'll see the impact not in the short term, you see in the long term. It will take a while, but we're building a legacy, and we're building Africa for the next generation. We're not building for us.
Yes.
We are building for our people. Our ancestors, they tried their best, but we're here where we are today, and we have our people dying because they don't have food, because of lack of planning. We didn't plan 60 years ago to have excessive amount of food for our people today. And today in Africa, people are dying. They don't have food. Exactly. What are we going to do in 50 years later? Are we going to blame that we don't have rain? No, we have our brain, we have our mind, we can do smart farming and, make it rain,
exactly. Make it rain.
God has given us everything to use that. So me personally, and we decided to be the trend, to create that trend, that this is the direction to go. It's true. People, they're going to follow. Some of them, they're going to be like, no, they're not going to fall. But that doesn't matter. Whether they're there to support or not, we're going to move forward. And we're going to achieve the vision of one Africa in our generation, because that's what we want to see. And all these things are just puzzles of what is about to come, right there at the end. And our people will have a better life. Our children, your children will have a better life in Africa than us. I don't want my children to run away from Africa to go to another country because my country is at war or is not stable.
Exactly.
Right? And being treated as a foreigners while they have their own home. Why I should not create today a better home for my children, so that they may live in their own home, they may own their own land, their own business, and not be bothered like the way they're bothered today. They don't have a home, even in their own country, or when they go to another country, treated like, here in Africa, like a lot of Africans, when they move to another country, they're being treated like illegal immigrants. That's because of the lack of planning and preparations. We didn't do that back in the days, and we have that responsibility today to do it, me and you, Malta, for our kids to enjoy the better life in Africa. And that's what we're doing. So
I love that. That is beautiful. And just what you said, right? It's like we're having the same problem that we had like 50 years ago, like 40 years ago, like we had droughts 40 years ago, and we're facing the same thing. It is very sad, to be honest. It's like, how come we don't have a solution for it yet? We've faced this before, we've been to this place before. And it is because, again, we don't have visionaries, or like we don't execute on our visions, or people are too focused on division, or like, politics, war, whatnot. And I think this generation has to be different. We have to actually be focused. We have to make sure that we actually, again, as I said, leave it different from what we found it. It shouldn't be, our children should not be facing the same issue that we're facing today. So we have to actually solve problems. We have to work from, the place of, okay, I want to make a difference. I want to change things. I just don't want to accept them and just like follow along and just be comfortable with whatever it is. We have to be different. We have to, as you said, say that trend. We have to say no, and we shouldn't be comfortable with how the way things are, because they're not good.
Yeah.